A pair of 3-0 teams set to lock horns for the right to remain unbeaten. And we're off in week 4.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Wilson going to come out throwing.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Wilson. And that's incomplete.
This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
Well, on 3rd down, he wanted to go to one of his most dependable targets, and that's who he found, his tight end there, to pick up the first, Charles.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Throwing now, Wilson on first down.
Out quickly to Judy. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
On the option to give to Williams here. And he will have the Broncos first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
Now Wilson.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Touchdown!
Javonte Williams.
His 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told.
And it was Javonte Williams, who capped it all off with a touchdown reception. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Now a first down throw. Stafford.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. And that is incomplete.
The Vikings sit 3-0 here in the month of September. They've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Play action. Stafford steps away.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
It's Cameron Dantzler who got him down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground. Honed in on.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
On 3rd down, here's Williams.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. And take it right on the 30. Call that one an even 60 yards, 6-0.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try to get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
27 yards there, a first down.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 and it brings up 4. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. So on 4th down, Ryan Wright on to punt for Minnesota. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. He'll He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And we are tied at 7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines trailing for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Right near the 35-yard line. Turns out to be a great idea to take that one. Good for 24 yards. Back-to-back good plays. Had on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson.
This will be caught. Judy.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Sutton reeling it in on the left side. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
From the 6 now on 2nd and
3. Here's Wilson. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Kudos for the defense from me on that one because they were prepared the whole way for him to try to escape and hit them for more yardage running it. I like the way they stayed zeroed in on him and kept him contained when he pulled the ball down. I think he was fortunate to get what he did on that run.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off of play action. Here's Stafford. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He's at the 40. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Minnesota.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This one fielded at the 5. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at the 20.
Throwing is Wilson. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Got his man, it's Dulcich. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6, he got about 5. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
This is taken at about the 14. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here are the Vikings to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak and right now looking good in this one as well. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Stafford. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Charles. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
There's Cook again.
Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got it across midfield and in the Denver territory. Second and 5 now. Stafford. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. They'll roll him out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Throwing is Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the third quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until it popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Nwangu now from his end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Minnesota now ready for their next possession as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it
on Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. After the interception, here's Wilson. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 here, the Bronco first down. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete to Judy. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. It's Wilson on the option. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Russell Wilson with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. And now out comes Minnesota. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
To try again after the sack. Stafford. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hockenson. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's Stafford. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Hockenson crossing the middle and bringing it in. He's got room at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 30-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They try again with Cook. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Matthew Stafford scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Vikings have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Denver's offense now set to go. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And this will be taken at the 13. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So Matthew Stafford in the offense. down by a field goal. 1:16 remaining. They've won 3 in a row, but they've got work to do if they want to get a 4th in a row as they come up on first down. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Cook up the gut, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Stafford now to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the same calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. First throw in overtime for Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They go back to that well. He's had a great game. Defensively, they haven't been able to stop him. Same thing here in overtime.
And sometimes that goes to the play caller's ego because a lot of times you have so many different plays you want to call. But when you spot a matchup that's working for you or a player that has the hot hand, keep giving it to him. That tells me you're mature as a play caller and it's working for them in overtime.
44 yards on the ground for him so far.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he won't get close. Over the yard, 4th and 3. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance. Got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct because you say, okay, let's just play some field position. Make sure we don't lose the game here. Turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, their defense did the job, got off the field without giving up any points, and now, Charles, all they need here is a field goal, and they get the victory.
Yeah, and this is the way I love overtime. I'm one of those really, really old school guys that like sudden death right from the beginning. Well, we've got it now because any points wins the game. On defense, get a safety, a pick six, fumble return, you can win it as well. So I'm really looking forward to this series and see how both sides play it.
Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Wilson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. This defense making a huge play with that interception on the second drive of overtime. So, Charles, there will be a third drive of overtime. And remember, again, a field goal wins it.
And right now, the kicker is thinking hero in his head. But when it actually happens, if it does happen, he's got to go back and congratulate the man who got the interception and set them up.
So it'll all come down to the right foot of Eddie Pinheiro.
This to win it in overtime. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it.
And for the visitors, it is going to